In today's episode, we're going to talk about offline versus online dating. You're listening to
Jom Sembang, Malaysia.
So what's this? Ooh, what you have to say? Actually, we haven't really talked about your dating life, right?
No meh?
I think we did one time. Don't know what we were talking about. I think it was like first dates or something like that.
Yeah. I think got. First date.
So I think for today's episode, I'm going to ask you, right? How do you envision your Mr. Right?
Oh, how do I envision my Mr. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Woo. I envision him to be somebody romantic, caring.
Harry.
Thinker a bit. Harry.
I was like, Harry.
Caring.
Okay. Speak properly into the mic. Don't get excited.
No, dreamland already. A bit of a leader. I find that I get drawn to leader types.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah lor.
So you only have one.
Built.
You only have one physical point, tall and physical build. You know, things like the leader or caring is something that you cannot see kind of cannot see. You
True
need
lah.
to experience it, kind of thing. Okay, so today actually we wanted to talk about this online offline thing because now you know online dating is very popular. And then I think it's so popular that you actually have this thing. I swipe him lah.
Yes.
You know, then it take a while. Like, if you're not a user, right, you go like, huh, you what here? You know, so I think one of the things that people are always talking about is like there are three types of people. One who die, don't try online.
Okay.
I must do offline lah. This online thing is just too much scam and whatever. So they're the offline dating believer, okay? And there's the other one is like, no, I'm just going to online lah because I have not enough friends lah. I keep meeting the same bunch of people. So they meet people online and they swipe. They never date people in the real life that they know.
Wait, but Chop, if
They
you just
always
swipe,
date people.
but got no... If you just swipe, then that doesn't progress to the dating part lah. Whether it's online or not. You just swiping only ma.
Depend on left or right lah.
Okay.
You still swipe lah, left or right lah. So there's the kind of people only date people through online apps.
Okay.
Like because they believe that whoever that I know in person, I already know and it's no potential.
Alright.
Okay. There's the third person who's like, I finished swiping already, left, right, center, up, right, center. I just give up, don't want to date anymore. Or I go back to traditional dating.
But surely got hybrid one also.
Yeah, maybe lah. So I think today's topic is all about that. So I wanted to know, have you been online dating without telling me?
Actually now there have been those adverts popping up on my
Facebook?
socials, right? So I'm like, but I got no time lah to go press.
No, I think when Facebook started this Facebook love or socials, right? I find it a bit more scary because you cannot be anonymous.
Oh, but it's good right? Then you can't find some weird scammer. Although
Yes and no lah. There's a downfall of them knowing you and stalking you forever lah.
I mean, nowadays got Facebook profile saying hello, and you're like, what's this?
That's
Who
also
are you?
true lah.
Why are you just saying hello? Like so weird. Drop you a message, someone like, huh?
So you never tried online dating before?
No. Have you?
Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. Online flirting can. Haven't got out on a date, but just flirting ma.
Okay.
Online
Like last time
flirting-
you were doing like pen pal one.
Yeah, so I'm still doing that pen pal slowly thing.
Is that considered dating? Or it's just getting to know people
still
lah?
getting to know people lah.
Different lah.
So I think with the app, online app, okay, I have not tried, so I can't really talk that
Okay.
much about it, even though everyone around me has. Like,
Everyone around you has. Wow.
yeah. You have to go for a writing retreat.
She's a millennial.
We normally go retreat somewhere, right? Oh yeah, I'm a millennial. And you are? Don't tell, is it?
The one before that.
So I went for a writing retreat. Then writing retreat, we have breaks one in between, right?
Okay.
Takkan like 5 days somewhere in the middle, away from home, you got no breaks. So in between writing, eating and breaks, I have this writer next to me who's just sitting down there going, oh, since got break, let's say 5 km here got who to find on my app. And then I just swipe lah. Oh, got this guy, 2 km, like I like, don't like. And then I just swipe lah. And because she's away from home, it's all the more reason for her to swipe. And I was like, why ah? Then we chit chat first, then later I fly back to KL, I got contact already ma.
It sounds like fun actually.
But in KL, within my 2 km, I might not have met that guy online. Or
so you
within
still
5
have to
km.
go places.
You need to go to another places to match your 5 km, let's say that match your criteria or something like
It's
that
a bit
lah.
like Pokemon a bit, huh?
Yeah. So I was a bit like, hey, what is she doing lah? Like, you know, I didn't have the heart to tell her, you're supposed to be focusing on writing because that itself was intriguing.
Okay.
So yeah, back to my flirting thing.
Okay.
So on this slowly pen pal thing is where I find that maybe I old school lah. I
maybe
kind of
only,
want to try online dating because at my age, right, it's harder to meet new people
Okay.
who are single.
Yes.
Like I meet new people all the time with my job
Single
and
and
everything.
not gay and
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right, so I think online is an option for me at my age lah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't want the swipe one. Like you read profile and then next read profile. I cannot. Like it's too fast.
Okay.
So I go to this slowly pen pal app where we can actually at least write proper letter and then have that time not to react. You know when you swipe right, it's instant chat. Hi, do I like you? Do you not you that? It's all like reply. Then if you don't reply, it's, oh, what did I say? He never replied 3 minutes. You know, or stuff like that. That kind of anxiety that comes with a so-called getting to know you is something that I'm not currently open to.
Okay.
So I prefer the pen pal one because right, I can write something, then I don't have to worry why he never responds because it will take 2 hours for the letter to arrive. And then when it finally arrives, you have time to think about it and send another 3 hours letter back. It kind of slows down the process of getting
and
to
it
know each
also
other.
filters out people who don't like to read and don't like to write.
Correct. So I
That
know,
works for you.
okay, correct. So it really, really works. It actually shows a lot about the person. Because then you have people like, yeah, I don't write 2 hours. Can you just give me a phone number? Then you know that, okay, this person either super excited to know me or like just fast chat lah. Yeah.
Instant.
Yeah, so you get to tell a little bit more of what you feel and whatever not lah. So I think that when we are meeting someone online, it's very much of, how I say maybe it's my generation. There's this whole, it might be a scam, be careful. It might be a scam, be careful. You know, more, because we grew up with all this scam love story that people are very money lah.
Come to think of it, got one guy last time.
Okay, come, tell me.
Where was it? On Facebook Messenger or some messenger lah. Got some, but he was, my memory very bad. He was South Asian. Got chatting lah. Quite, what's the word? Continuous, what's the thing? Quite long term.
Okay.
I don't think we ever came to the meetup part, but it was, it just kind of faded off. But at one point it was going on quite strongly. The communication lah. I don't know whether you call it
chatting,
dating
not
or
dating
not
yet.
lah. But this guy I never met
Like
lah.
how do we define online dating anyway?
Dating must have some romantic interest good.
So
Kalau you just
flirting is
talking
not
only,
dating.
Not yet lah.
Okay.
But you can be dating and flirting lah.
I guess so lah.
But if you're flirting doesn't mean you're dating lah.
Okay. Welcome to
Agree
the
not, agree
complexity. Agree.
Okay.
Definitely agree. I definitely prefer in-person kind of dating lah.
Okay.
Because I kind of like that slow. I look at you, I need to see body language. Because I have trust issue with online scammers.
Okay.
Even though I have not been scammed before.
Okay.
Okay, when we are back from the break,
Yes.
we shall chat with a person who have done both online and offline dating.
Alright.
Only because not justify lah. Two of us only
Yeah,
talk about it and we only have long letters, pen pal to justify it. So yeah, right after break.
Today's episode is in support of the YWCA KL's brand new initiative called the YWCA Community Oasis. If you would like to be involved in greening up a space right in the middle of downtown KL, reach out to us on social media, YWCA KL.
Just said, I would like to green the place too.
Yes. All right. In the house today, we have... Gen Z? Did we say Gen Z?
No lah.
She's not
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z?
Correct lah, I'm millennial, so she must be Gen
Yes,
Z.
Gen Z. Her name is Grace.
Hello.
Welcome.
I tell you, she'd be laughing the whole time we were talking about dating.
Yes.
It's
No,
like
but now-
she have 101 things to chip in. She's like, okay, cannot wait first after the break.
Yes. Okay, so now you're on. So Gina says you've tried both online
yes.
in person.
So I think we maybe start with the offline dating first because I'm curious how Gen Z meet people and date now lah.
All right.
You know, because with technology and then meeting people and all that. And I also think that the way you grew up differently has different impact on how you view dating or how you decide to date a guy.
Okay, funny thing is, I didn't know dating apps existed at that time when I was offline dating per se.
Okay.
So how I met my partner at that time was I met him through camp.
Oh.
So it was like a camp where we were stuck with each other with a group of young people for like 5 weeks.
Wow, 5 weeks.
Without
scam.
phone, without any technology. The only technology you had was this like beat up Nokia phone where you used to call your parents to check in.
Yeah. The one that you throw around, don't spoil.
Wait, this one matchmaking cam or what?
No. It is a very Christian holy cam actually.
Wow, all right.
But yeah, so that was the first time I kind of got out of my circle of friends back at home because this was with KL kids. So KL kids, Ipoh, Penang, everywhere.
By the way, she's from
Malaysia.
Temerloh.
Yes, I am from.
Ikapaten.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when we went to this camp, I had no intention of finding anybody actually.
All right.
I just wanted to make new friends, and one thing led to another, and yeah, I just got to talk to this guy, and it was like how Gina said, you write letters and stuff like that.
Wow.
It wasn't a very long letter, it's just that because it was supposed to be a Bible camp per se, right? So we weren't allowed to
Fraternize.
in a way openly fraternize.
Wait, how old were you though?
18.
Oh, okay, so just finished SPM.
Yes.
And she's quite a writer lah, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will pass each other notes because we were warned not to be so close to each other in a way.
But wait, Chop, how did it start though? I mean, you just simply pass somebody a note.
Like, hello, have lunch, here's a note.
It started with... How did it started actually?
Siapa yang start dulu?
I'm not too sure. I think he would say that I started it first because we were doing an outdoor activity of some sorts. So we got to we were trying to make friends, right?
Oh, those icebreakers. I hate them.
Yeah, so because he told me that he lived near Sunway Pyramid.
Okay.
So for some reason, I just have you climbed on top of the lion at Sunway Pyramid before? It was so random. And ever since then, we keep shouting each other's names whenever we see each other, just for the fun of it.
Okay.
Then...
It's like, have you climbed the lion yet, Mr. Lion?
So...
And then kena school, is it? So that's why you started writing notes, is it?
No, that was later on. Like we were just harmless teasing each other, right, as friends in the beginning. Then both of us started to get closer. We talked We had periods where we would have free time breaks.
Yeah.
So we would always talk to each other, talk about interests, and somehow we clicked. And when we went for sports, I was in the same team as him. So
purposely went lah, purposely.
I don't know.
Okay.
So one thing led to another. I also can't remember what was the specific turning point, but then he suddenly came out to me and said that he actually liked me a lot. Then I told him, I was like, okay. It was that I remember very clearly. We were sitting, because there was a piano at the corner of the room.
So romantic. Wow.
And we were just sitting down there, and I think someone was passing out strawberry milk or something like that.
Wow.
And he took one and did the whole poking straw thing and then give it to me. And then I was drinking halfway through, and then he suddenly said, actually, I like you quite a lot. Both of us knew that we liked each other, but we didn't say it, and he said it, and everybody in the room heard it.
Oh, wow, he said it in public.
Oh, nowadays Gen Z like this one.
But it wasn't that loud, but because the room was echoey, so people heard
it. Wasn't like he declared his love out loud.
No,
it's just that it was audible lah.
I would say no right away if it was a public love confession.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, sure.
But interesting point there, you see. I think back in my generation, right, we don't go in this big group around in front of public, go, hey, by the way, I like you. Normally you need to the person will try to set a date, it's just you, or find a chance where it's just you, and then they say, I like you, not like this thing that we just listen happening here.
Okay.
But to be fair, we were in a camp. We had nowhere to go. We had no private space to go.
Yeah lah, but I mean, even then, if you're in a camp, right, you could probably maybe I don't know, at one corner, write a note, or go to the when you're going for a walk or something. That I would expect it to happen when you're going for a walk or something.
Maybe they got no chance to go for a walk. So.
Okay, interesting.
But because it was a camp, right? That's why I was really realistic. I told him, I was like, look, we are seeing each other every day for the past 2 weeks. Whether this is infatuation or this is really something that we want is a different story. So I told him, why don't we only start dating after we get out of camp?
Okay.
So the remaining 3 weeks was us basically confirming our feelings for each other, but we couldn't really date per se because it was a camp, right? So the few camp advisors took notice of it. They actually came to us and said that, please don't
don't start dating.
Yeah.
Live here first.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be focusing on God. You're not supposed to be doing all this kind of thing.
Okay.
So
See, God, is Sky the right one for me?
So yeah, and we started passing notes during classes and stuff like that. And
Okay, fast forward. After you left the camp?
after we left the camp, we started dating each other for quite some time actually.
Means what?
Almost
Quite some time.
3 years actually. For
Oh,
almost
okay.
3
That's
years.
quite some time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
for today's level, yes.
yeah. So yeah, it was a good relationship, but because we were young, right, we had a lot of growing up to do, and I felt like a lot of the miscommunication kind of led up to the breakup lah.
Oh.
So
And it was long distance, right? I mean, Temerloh Sunway or?
for a while because I studied in KL, so
okay.
I studied in Nottingham, so it was still long distance in a way because he was in Sunway and I was like in Semenyih. It was like
Nottingham,
45 minutes
Semenyih, not Nottingham, UK.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So yeah, we just realized that our journeys were like splitting.
Okay.
So we just ended stuff.
But I
Then,
think quite interesting to discuss a little bit of a long distance relationship lah. Not that far, but yeah. So how does it work now? Because now you have technologies and everything. Not like compared to my time, we don't have this. Yeah, we should SMS at time must count how many words you know,
Characters.
because otherwise it's
Be
another 10
economical.
cent. Yeah, but now it's not like that. So how does it work for you?
okay, so the long distance part was during COVID. We were all stuck at home for like almost a year, right? So we just video called each other, and we at that time Discord had like, did they have games at that time? But I remember you can stream movies via Discord.
Yes.
So we'll usually do that.
Or you watch movie together.
Yeah.
Play games.
Oh, so nice one.
Yeah.
Can't we do that someday?
And we would play games like, at that time I was like obsessed with PUBG Mobile and COD. So me, him and some of his friends would like play games online. But I think that was about it. Nothing too personal. The only personal thing I felt that was useful at that time via technology was the video call function.
Okay.
So I mean, you don't see him physically, but at least you see him
Got
on the
contact
screen.
lah. Yeah.
Okay. Moving forward, right? Then after that, what made you decide to try online dating? Because you're still young and then you just finished graduating, you're just meeting new people. I would think that once you graduate, you meet new people, right? Why got time to go online? And really meeting new people on a
Correct. And
regular
from never
basis.
hearing about it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, online dating became a very big thing when I was 18, you know. I just didn't know that online dating was such a big thing until I went to uni and all my friends were like telling me, oh yeah, I met him through an app. And I was like, oh, okay, I don't know how that works, but okay. But after this breakup, I decided why not just try it out, right? Because I wanted to see what it was like.
Right.
So what was the first app?
The first app was Bumble.
That was the most popular one back then.
Yeah,
And it was like, it's like everybody's on it lah.
yeah.
Okay.
And Tinder, but I didn't go on Tinder mainly because a lot of my friends say that most of the guys there are looking for one night stands.
Okay.
And yeah, I downloaded it for like 2 days to just see the to see the pool. And
All right.
yeah, it wasn't that
see
great.
the pool.
It wasn't that great. After many swiping, it was like So I just went back to Bumble,
Okay.
which was quite good actually because I met a few guys that were really nice people. They were really nice people. And by the way, Gina said something about worrying that if you're talking to the right person,
correct.
the correct person, right? Bumble has this thing where you can verify yourself. They ask you to take a picture of yourself, and once it gets verified, you have like a sort of like a
Like a blue tick or green tick or whatever tick, right?
yeah, to verify that you are actually the person in the picture, that kind of thing.
Okay. Not pay money one lah.
There are more functions that you can pay money for, but like this is like the free the free one.
Okay.
So long story short, I downloaded the app 3 times and deleted it 3 times before I met my second boyfriend.
Okay, so let's go more to the online dating stuff. Since we do have experience, we must grill the one.
Yeah.
That's right. So when you set up, there's a profile, I think like, what is your decision point when you are swiping someone? What do you look at?
The bio has to be something interesting.
Like?
Let's say if some dude just write like, hey, I like something. I feel like that's like, you don't put effort in your bio. Like the bio that has effort is like, let's say makes funny jokes. Like my previous boyfriend, which I met, is like his bio was like avid H2O consumer.
Okay.
It's like short, but it is how do I say
Piques
this?
your interest, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it piques your
It
interest.
has a bit of depth to it.
Yeah.
And not say I like water. You know?
it's not like deep. It's just, why? Who are? It makes you want to.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
I like bios that really, you can see it takes the person a lot of time to write it, even short or long, but there's like a certain amount of words in there, and the way he puts it would attract me in a way where I can't remember. Oh my gosh.
But it's nothing cliche lah. It's
Nothing
nothing like
cliche.
I'm 5'10" and I'm how much weight
no.
or
Looking
I
for
work
love.
as what. So it's more of like a fun kind of bio. Like, hey, I like blue. Do you like green or something? Is it or what? Come, let's turn on the app and read some now.
Oh my gosh, I'm already off the app because the pool of men there is like disappointing. But yeah,
Okay, so there's the bio. Does the photo matters to you?
definitely. And you know, some guys, for some reason, they don't take nice photos. They're very good people,
Good looking people.
good looking people, but they don't take photos. They are nice people too, but they
Oh,
just
okay.
don't take nice,
Nice
photos.
photos.
And the worst are people who put up their photos with another girl. Like in my it will be him and another girl, and just like, why are you on this app? If you're
That's
putting a
also
photo with
true.
another girl.
That's so weird.
That's also true.
And the most weirdest one is with his family. Like a family photo.
Oh, okay,
And I'm
okay.
just like, this is a dating app though. But yeah.
Maybe you need to know how big the family is because you know our family very big, Grace. It's like, wow, too big family, let's go, bye-bye.
No. I was like, okay. But like some people just put group photos and you don't know who the person is.
Because you don't know who in the group is him.
Yeah.
So actually, is it like a 1 photo thing, 3 photo thing, or how does it work?
So you can put how many photos as you want actually. I think the limit is like 9.
Okay.
But the
So they
minimum
could
is
have done
actually-
a solo, the family and the friends, right? And
right.
everyone have a picture of who this guy is.
Yeah, and for me, I think the more photos you put, the better, because you actually get to see the person from like different angles in a way. I don't know. No, yeah, but
Okay.
there are people who must fish also. Ever since MCO happened and the COVID
Oh,
thing
now they got
happened.
reason to wear a mask without looking suspicious.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. When I see a profile with a mask, I was like, no, thank you, because I don't really know how your face is, right? And I think the worst one was when this guy photoshopped his face into Megamind, you know that character?
Yeah.
And the whole thing was blue. His face was blue. And I was like, I don't think you're here to look for somebody. I think you're here just for shits and giggles, right? But
That's also true.
But
I
maybe
mean,
it might attract people who are like that kind of thing.
like
lah.
that kind of humor lah.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a love partner, that wouldn't be it lah. If you're looking for a friend, maybe lah.
But maybe you're looking for a love partner who has that kind of interest then.
Maybe.
But
Then I'll be the one wearing the red color one on my profile. So let's look for it. You know, red, blue, green.
but Bumble has actually a friend option and a dating option.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to be friends, go to the friend option, you know? But they have separate things, but usually people just use both for the same things, I guess. It's just that the dating pool has more people to swipe on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point from the app do you start to move to meeting in person?
Meeting in person with the person I'm chatting.
Yeah, like dating the person lah.
Okay, my previous relationship took me about a month. It wasn't like very constantly texting. It was like 1 text a day kind of thing because I was busy
Okay.
with my final year project. So after a month, we were like, the guy was like, hey, do you want to go on out and meet each other on the first date, that kind of thing. And it was actually very fun. He planned like a whole arcade date and took me out for lunch. And at the end of the night, I think we went out to Bukit Tungku. There's like a hill where you can oversee the entire city. And he
Quite
played
a
the guitar
romantic
for
guy,
me.
yeah?
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool.
So when he first suggested that, what did you feel? Did you go like, hey, I need to bring a friend? Or like, did you go like, I can go on my own? What was your security feeling or non-feeling or whatever is it?
If my mom is hearing this, I'm so sorry. But
Don't worry, we just don't share the link with her.
oddly enough, I trusted the guy. I just, like, he came to pick me up at my place, at my dormitory in Semenye. And we just went out like that.
Okay, but you chatted enough to know that you can trust him lah.
Yeah, and we did video call actually on Discord for like a few days prior leading up to the meetup.
So
I
you kind of know how the body language is, the tone and manner and everything. It's like, oh, it doesn't sound like a bad guy.
Yeah. I guess the one thing I couldn't gauge was his height.
Okay.
Because on Bumble, you can put your height on. And he was like, I think 2 cm taller than me.
Okay, because Grace is quite tall.
Yeah, yeah. But the height didn't really matter at that time because he and I really, really got along very well.
Okay.
So when I met him for the first time, it was nerve-wracking actually. Because to see someone come out of your screen, it's a bit weird.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have things to talk about? Because you've been texting and everything.
Yeah.
Nothing to talk already.
Oh no, this guy texts very well and he speaks very well in real life. That's why I was like, oh, okay, this is very rare.
Okay.
Because we talked about all sorts of things, like from what we like in terms of gaming, and because I'm a big Swiftie
Okay.
and he's also somewhat of a Swiftie, so we will always tell each other what lyrics we like the most about
Oh,
the
wow.
songs and stuff like that. And I think he tried to diversify my music taste, because the only music I was listening to at that time was Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
He made me a playlist, actually.
Wow.
Just curated a whole playlist based on the vibe of songs that I like. So yeah, it was a whole thing. Then we will talk about how a day was, because I was struggling through my final year. No.
It's
Actually,
no longer
second
long
year.
distance, or still quite lah. Your final year means you are still in 7th year lah. And this guy is where?
Cheras.
Is he like much older than you or how?
Oh no, he was like a year older than me.
Okay.
So he was in his final year. I was in my
Ah.
end of second year. So he was like fighting for his life for his final year project. But it wasn't much of a long distance, because we met, right?
Yeah.
Then after that,
I mean, KL. What?
and he would just kind of pick me up for lunch when he's free and stuff like that. Maybe twice a week, that kind of thing. So it was still okay lah. It wasn't considered long distance.
Interesting. After you listen to all this, would you want to try some swipe?
Actually, yes.
Maybe you have some tips for people who have not swipe before?
Yeah.
Just keep swiping. You know,
Just keep swiping. Just keep swiping.
seriously, like me and my friends would swipe until a point where we would swipe finish the entire.
Oh, the whole pool.
Yeah, the whole thing. Like Bumble would come out and say like, "Oh, that's all for today."
Sorry, that sounded so funny. And I'm like, okay.
But Bumble now has like a limit on how many person you can swipe right on.
Okay.
So you can't swipe too much right on, like too many
Okay,
right
wait.
on people.
Must
Yeah.
tell some of
Yeah, I
our
was gonna
audience,
ask
right?
also.
Some of our audience are a little bit not Gen
okay,
Z.
okay.
Swipe
What
right means what?
Swipe left means what?
Swipe left means you don't like the person.
Okay,
Swipe
then what
right means
happens?
you-
So do they kind of, the algorithm goes, okay, all these type of people don't show anymore? or
It does at one point. Like it shows you your preference and stuff like that. If you pay for Bumble Pro or Premium, you get to set preferences like religion, race.
Oh, so got filter lah.
It got filtered. But with the free version, it kind of gauges what guys you like and don't like, but they still put in the guys that you don't like for some reason.
Yeah, so you can
lah.
swipe. But what was it? Left.
Yeah, otherwise,
Left, yeah.
cannot. Otherwise, you always be swiping the other side.
So if you like someone, swipe right. Don't
Okay.
anyhow swipe.
Yes.
Okay, then, so let's say, so right is,
You like the
Like.
person. You want to match with the person, yeah.
okay, then what happens after you swipe right?
Okay, so if you swipe right and the other person happens to swipe right on you too, so you match, right? So for Bumble's policy is that they let the girl initiate the conversation. The guy cannot initiate the conversation first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, wait, chop. Okay, wait. So if you swipe right, sorry, noobs. You swipe right already. Does the guy know that you already swipe right on him, or they just will feed your profile to his bumper?
So when you swipe right,
She
they will
don't
feed.
work for Bumble. What you ask this?
No.
I mean, do you know when somebody has already swiped right on you?
Yeah,
Or-
do you get a notification that this guy swiped right on you?
Let's say if I haven't swiped right on him yet, right, we won't get a notification. It's just that his
Okay.
profile will be in our pool.
Okay, so they will feed the profile to.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Same goes for mine and
Okay,
to his.
alright.
We only get a notification when we match with each other.
Okay.
So there's a time limit, where you have to like initiate the conversation.
Oh.
So if that time limit runs out, I think you either get unmatched or like you have to
I think
rematch
the
again.
young people like this because it's like a game.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, oh, got time limit one. I must start this game.
and is it like how long's the time limit? Like a day, an hour, or a week, or what?
72 hours?
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Pretty
I'm
decent
not
lah.
mistaken.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
After you swap and then
It's really easy. Okay.
So you talk lah, and Bumble has prompts, in the chat where you can like ask questions where Bumble prepares prompts for you, saying like, oh, what is your favorite animal? What's your favorite food? And stuff like that.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like that 36 prompts that you can use on your first date.
Okay.
Yeah, that they ask you question that's quite deep one. It's not the shallow question one.
Where did Gina find these 36 prompts?
We shall do that for the next episode.
So yeah, you start talking, but from experience, oh my gosh, a lot of people do not know how to carry conversations online.
Okay, this talking, right, is just text lah.
Text.
But you see, Malaysian Malaysian friends, especially guys, they're not very text people.
Yes.
So, right,
They don't even talk people.
if you talk to text, I mean, like even on a long pen pal thing, right, you can type like a 2 paragraph or something, right, and you ask them question, the answer is yes, no, okay. Then I don't know how to carry the conversation anymore.
Then don't know.
Yeah, lor. Then I have a lot of tak jadi lor.
Yeah.
But how many swipe rights can you have at the same time?
I'm not too sure this time now because I think I swiped about 5 people and they told me, oh, that's your limit for the next 24 hours.
For next 24 hours only lah.
Yeah. So the next 24 hours when it refreshes, then you can swipe right on whoever you want for the 5 or 6.
I can so see
Yeah,
how
quite fun
online
lah.
dating works. It's like I'm bored. I need to press my phone. Nothing to swipe anyway.
Yeah,
Go
what?
and look for a dating profile
Okay,
and
what?
swipe. Swipe
And
already.
it's a very good pastime, you know. I mean, it's like
Yeah, and
you're
got-
investing in your future.
Correct. A little bit more useful, right?
Than watching TikTok or whatever.
Correct. True.
Unless, yeah, depends on what you watch on TikTok lah.
Okay, so then you're chit chat. So even when you're chit chatting in the text, they won't show any of your personal details lah. You have to review it in your chat if you need to lah. Like if I want your phone number, I need to text and ask you lah.
Yes. But usually people don't go for the phone number first. You go for your Instagram handle first.
See? There's
Yeah,
that on
yeah,
their
yeah.
socials now.
Yeah, lah, must check out your social ma.
Okay.
We all check out profile now on my socials.
Because for Bumble, the profile, you can link your Spotify account and your Instagram profile.
Oh, so you can check out your music taste as
Oh
well.
my
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
Juita
yeah,
is so on now. She will just go there and listen to everybody's Spotify and say, hey, I like this fella's playlist.
Yeah. So what kind of nonsense this guy again?
So yeah, usually the deal breaker for me is the music taste. If I see anything that has Justin Bieber or something or Kanye West, and I was like, nope, not doing that.
Batman.
Not doing
Hey,
that.
not too bad leh. I think this app suits you, Ju. You should try it.
Okay, maybe I should. Sounds like fun.
Sounds like fun. Okay, so that's how you got your online dating and offline dating thing. So now that you have experienced both, right? What would you be looking forward to trying for your next online relationship? Your relationship. Context, right? Grace is no longer in that online relationship.
Yes.
So so she probably might be looking for love some more. So my question
Try
would be
podcast.
offline or online. Yeah, after this, read her profile, right? Okay, right. Pass me your profile later. I read for you. Then we filter for her.
Not really looking for anything right now, but probably will go back to meeting people in real life because online dating is tiring.
In what way?
You keep swiping, and you find that one person that you match, right? And you don't get the conversation going, it's fine, at the get-go. I hate it the most when like a conversation is going for a certain time already, then the guy just ghosts you.
Oh, we must talk about ghosting.
That's like the worst because
You have invested your time and energy in your emotions, so-called.
especially if you click well with the person, which sucks the most because it's like you pour in so much energy and time, but at the same time also it's like even if you can't be lovers, you can be friends, right?
True.
So
But I tell you, ghosting happens in real life as well.
Yeah, I got ghosted before.
Come on, tell us the story.
Huh?
We've been listening to her story. Oh,
Ghosted
second
lah
part.
after a month, and then the guy was like, "Oh yeah, tomorrow I have a big meeting," and then, so how did your meeting go? Ghost, like silence.
Actually, I don't understand how people can do that. Maybe it's just based on my culture. I feel like it's very rude. Therefore, it's very hard for me to ghost someone unless that someone is really, really annoying or really, really have like pissed me off or something lah.
Yeah.
I have not ghosted people unless it's that happened.
And then a month later, it's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. It's not me. It's you. It's not you. It's me." Like,
Okay, what's with this is you. If it's not you, it's me thing. I find that people who say it's not you, it's me, is someone who doesn't want to deal with the situation. I feel lah.
for me, it was like, run away lah. Just run away from it lah.
Yeah.
When there's like, just didn't want or didn't have the courtesy to say, okay, this is not working out or whatever. Just disappeared.
Chicken.
Yeah, whatever.
no accountability. So true.
Yeah. So when you say you'll probably go for in-person kind of meeting people, but I think it suits you well because you just started work.
Yes.
So you're meeting a lot of people, and then now that she works as a journalist, she meet more people than usual, right?
Someone got quality people
Correct.
because otherwise, why you want to?
Yeah,
interview
exactly.
them, right?
Quality people. So she already have a pool that at her fingertips.
But I'm gonna be real. After working for almost like half a year, I meet a lot of people, but none of them really appeal to me, or most of them are people way older than me.
Oh, that's also true. She's way too young.
Yeah.
So I must tell her, please pass some over here.
So yeah, online dating will be good for people if they don't want to. They have anxiety meeting people for the first time, right?
Okay.
But I'm an introvert, but what I really don't like is that it feels very impersonal. Because when you meet the person, as Gina said, you can see their body language and stuff like that, then you know whether this person is worth investing your time for. Because if it's not worth investing your time for, what's the point? Right?
True.
Time is money, people.
Ooh.
I think personally, I don't think I would try online dating.
Okay.
Unless I'm really desperate for now. Because like she said lah, I'm introvert, but then I still prefer sitting down and meeting someone than sitting down and type something. I really spend so much
how are you
time
gonna find that
communicating.
someone?
Don't know, I'm waiting for you to introduce her.
I also never find someone to find for you someone.
Yeah, so like I'm quite open to going for blind dates. Or
okay.
speed dating.
Still got that?
Speed dating I think still have. Or blind dates. So I'm actually like this year I'm toying the idea of going with like let's say a blind date agency or something like that.
Okay.
Or the other way that I'm very keen now is, you know how you have parents and they have friends?
Huh? Do you know how you have parents?
Your parents have friends, right? Or your adult friends lah. Okay, for example, let's say we have a support group and then they are elderly couples who are my mom's age and they will say, my son is single lah. Or let's say, and then you sometimes feel like the first impression is like, oh my gosh, why is he single at the age? And then you ask yourself, I'm also single, what?
Yeah, correct.
You get me? I cannot say that they are problematic. That means I'm saying I'm problematic, right? So I was thinking, if maybe there's the group of people in this generation, my generation, who are single but they cannot find each other because of the reason we just can't. Maybe the parents are the key.
So you would be willing for your parents to set you up with somebody?
No. I'm willing to go into the uncle, auntie. That day you say, your nephew not yet married one, or your son not yet married one. I don't mind going for a blind date. Because in a way, I trust these few uncle, auntie to not introduce a bad person to me as well lah.
Okay.
Because normally if you go for a conversation at the coffee shop or something, you know what, that boy, that poor boy, 38-year-old already, got ditched by a girlfriend, still alone after. You kind of feel that they normally talk good quality about that boy. Otherwise, right, they will say, marry, don't marry, so never mind, why I don't talk about you. You get what I mean? So normally the person that they talk about,
they care about the person,
yes.
right? There's some.
Yeah, and at some point if they know me, they will know whether it works or not. So I'm kind of more inclined towards that at the moment. Like the last gathering we had with some of our friends, they were saying so and so. In my bike, I go like, hey, can try like this one. Like I want to hand out and say, hey, pass contact, you know. So yeah, I'm probably at that stage of my dating life at the moment lah. What about you?
I don't know. For me, it's like when people say, hey, got this guy, but when they start to add that, like maybe
description,
got potential, then I feel like it's a bit weird. Like I'd rather just introduce her or meet up at let's have coffee. You know what I mean? It's like invite
so they
both of us
actually
and have
sell
coffee,
the
but
guy
you
to
don't.
you.
Not. Yeah, I mean, I rather them not do that. If you want to introduce me to somebody, then do it naturally lah. Like, hey, can I have coffee and then invite the guy also lah? I'm okay ma.
The older generation don't know how to do this one.
That is true.
It's not that they don't get your idea.
They don't
just
know how to be subtle about it.
Correct. So like with uncle auntie, right? So I need to be like, hey, can I just ask for number? Or like I would say that okay, maybe you can match us up, but I would say, hey, don't so obvious after terjadi how. Your birthday, remember to ask both for us. Like that.
Something like that lah. At least got a chance to see.
And also, right, the uncle aunties all like to do this. Okay, can you meet this girl? She might like you and you might like her. Hey, before you start, whatever chemistry already.
Correct.
This is why I don't go for like the route where I meet someone that my parents recommend or like through my parents. Because it feels a bit weird.
Yeah lah, unless they do it naturally lah. Like her mom is different like as a teacher, right? She probably go like, hey, by the way, can you look at the class there? See got how many students you like?
No,
They're not too young.
There were a lot of times when my mom, like not students, but like she has asked me before, like, oh, why don't you consider him? I was like, no. No, the fact that you are asking me to consider, I was like, no.
But actually, why? Because our parents actually should know us a bit better than, okay, for example, Grace, right? She and her mom very close, right? I would think that her mom would know what kind of guy might suit her because her mom knows her inside out.
I think I would be okay if my mom or some auntie said, hey, consider, tell me lah. Like, it's not so weird lah.
But how do you work? So for example, right, I don't mind having a contact number and starting. But if someone give you a contact number to start, would you?
I wouldn't. But I wouldn't because I just wouldn't.
I think we are smart enough to start a conversation lah. For me, if I ever ask a contact, I ask so what he work as or something like that. Then I go like, hey, by the way, I'm looking for consultation. Like I won't go in like, hey, let's get to Yum Cha when I don't even know.
Okay.
I think it must be a little bit more wise because not only our parents need to be subtle about it, we also need
Why
to
nobody
be subtle
tell me
about
this
it.
10 years ago?
I don't know. You are slow. I like today's conversation because we have 3 different generation
Yes,
here
kinda.
chatting about dating kind of thing. So,
But
yeah.
question, would you rather the guy text you first or you text him first? Because for my opinion, I feel like if this is the case, right, this situation happens, the guy should be texting you first, right?
Depend on the situation, I think. Lah.
But then, yeah, that's the thing. So in my generation, it was always the guy should make the first move. But both my nephews, who are your generation, say, no, the girl should make the first move. So like, have things changed? And in like Bumper, you're saying also the girl should initiate. So
Yeah, the Bumble,
Maybe it's Bumble is the one who started this trend.
but then also it's because you don't want it to be more. It's safer.
Yeah,
it's safer,
Yeah.
it's safer. They did that for safety concerns. But I mean, in my generation, there's a lot of talk about gender equality, right?
True.
So I don't mind if the girl makes the first move first, as long as the guy reciprocates it. The issue with a lot of girls making their moves first is that the guys who either feel like they're not, they're not manly enough. I don't know what's the word is. Yeah,
The
because-
alpha ego thing.
yeah. I'm not saying all guys, but like there
yeah.
are some guys who are like that. So, and us girls tend to be a bit more cautious when approaching people first because you never know, right? But I mean, it goes both ways, in a way. But I mean, personally, I would like it if the guy initiated it first, then I would just follow the flow and reciprocate, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy is also thinking the same thing. And
I
then
don't
it's
know.
like, okay.
For example, like at my age, right?
Yeah.
I think it's important that girls can also initiate or should initiate because by the age of 30 something, late 30s, a guy would kind of give up, think that there's no chance or don't bother. So I think if a girl like a guy at that age, that initiation might change everything.
Now I'm wondering why I have this concept that it should be the guy who initiate. Maybe all those movies last time.
It's the
old
traditional
movies,
way.
the chivalry thing and everything.
Yeah, because I feel that
Yeah.
if you're at the older age, if you don't initiate as a woman, you might really lose out because guys at a certain age really can have given up or it's not at the top of their mind.
But girls also, it's not at the top of my mind either.
Yeah, true lah. I mean, if you see someone that you like, it's no harm approaching. It's because they are really more focused on something else. They have probably at the given up there.
Okay.
Yeah, and if they won't think about it until they go, okay, this one maybe I want to try this Jurita or something like that. Then they also think twice to approach you. But for example, if you think, she also been single for so long, no need to approach her. Then that's how we have old singles doing nothing. Lor.
Yeah, lor.
Change is good.
Sometimes I look out already, then like, oh, got wife. Oh, got it.
At our age harder, so you better get someone where you're young, okay, Grace? Because as you get older, the guys get lesser and they get more gay.
No, I agree with that. Even
They don't get more gay. It's just that the pool of gay men are growing. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, you find a guy so good looking
Yeah,
and
lor.
he's so well mannered.
Yeah.
Then next thing you know, he's gay. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, where are all the good straight men? It's either they are taken, married, or they're not straight. That's it. That's
Yeah.
literally it. So,
So dah lah population dah kurang kan?
yeah.
I think I want to end with this story about a baby boomer friend that I know who had a successful online dating.
Wow.
So I think she started online dating around late 30s. She's like, okay lah, no more pool of people around me, so I'm going to do online dating. And back then, it's not even Bumper. It's like your proper online dating.com site.
Wow. Okay.
Like you
Yeah,
fill in
yeah,
the form
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything has to be on your desktop. There's no mobile kind of thing. So she met this guy who's a widow with 3 kids.
Okay.
And this guy had quite a lot of burden. The wife passed away and then the first daughter and then also passed away and stuff like that. So she actually, when they got to know each other, in a way, when they got married and decided to get married after dating online and stuff like that, she adopted a family. So for me, that's like a success story of how online dating can be if you're open to the entire idea of it. But having said that, she also told me, Gina, at the age of late 30s, you cannot expect a guy to be single and virgin and harmless already.
Harmless.
Like, they come with burdens. I mean, at the young age, we come with a burden, but the older we grow, the bigger our burdens or past come about. So I think when it comes to dating, there's something to keep in mind that you will not find someone who comes with you like, hey, no hurt, no
Not say
nothing.
clean lah,
Don't
yeah.
bring their insecurities because all of us have it.
Yeah.
And even more lah as we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, before we end, any tips for people who wants to try online dating or want to date someone at your age?
Never settle, number one, and never lower your standards lah. Because sometimes with online dating, you only get to know each other through technology, right? And then when you meet the person, it will be like, you notice there are some things that doesn't align with yourself, which is fine. Just don't settle. Because again, online dating is only like a one-dimensional side of like this person that you're getting to know.
Okay.
And I feel like a lot of people ghosting is one thing, but a lot of people might feel that because I gel well with this person online, then I don't gel well with him offline. It feels like I'm not doing right by the person, which is fine if you realize.
Yeah, but I'm going to live under the same roof with the person. I don't live on the stupid phone with him. Like, hello, good morning, honey, on the phone. Like, play Sims.
Just tread with caution, but also be your true self lah online. I feel it will save a lot of trouble at the end.
It's very good
Be
advice.
authentic. Because Grace said, time is money.
Yes. Life is too short to be fake around people that you don't even know. Right.
Yeah, agree. Jom Sembang Malaysia is hosted by two Malaysians who are passionate about Malaysian stuff.
Stay tuned every week for a brand new Sembang session with Cerita Suito and Gina Yap Layung.
Today's episode is recorded at Studio 2105.
Remember to click like and subscribe for the brand new episode next week.